Bye. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? I hope you guys had a wonderful Friday evening and your Saturday morning is wonderful so far. I figured we will get going and talk about everything that we are talking about today. So I'm going to play this quick little intro here, and then I've got some surprises up my sleeve, if I wouldn't say. And by the way, this is a fundraiser for Native American Rights Fund. There is a little button at right next to the chat box with a heart that you can donate directly to Native American Rights Fund, or you can go out of the live and there's a donate button too. Either way, but let's go. Good morning, everyone coming in. I'm not going to go through and say hello individually to each and every one of you. I really appreciate everybody being here and everybody that is donating to the Native American Rights Fund. Thank you very much for joining us this Saturday morning. We're going to start off with last night because I think this is a great opener of where we are today. So let me remind you of what happened last night, just for a quick see here. So we're going to start at the 42-minute mark of BJ's stream last night, and I'm going to show you what people assume is happening.
What she'll do is use that to trash and bully people, basically. She's a piece of shit.
Yeah. That's not what advocates do, by the way, but yeah.
No, she's got a live schedule tomorrow, guys, and if it's what...
Oh, wait. Do you see that I just brought up my friends? Oh, shit. Did the panel just explode? Look at me, Brittany. I've got a panel too. Okay, hold on. You ladies want to say hello right quick?
Hey, hi, everyone.
Good morning. Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello.
6 and 6. We got this. Okay, let's hear what they assumed we were going to be talking about today, because I bet you it's way off of what we were actually going to be talking about.
What I think it is, if you're going to do what I think you're going to do tomorrow, nonsense, you officially prey on people that you think are weak. I will just say that. If you're doing what I think you're going to do tomorrow, shame on you. And I'm going ahead and telling you right now that I can do the same thing. You're going to leave my panel guest alone. If you want to come after me, fine. You're going to do it anyway. If people want to come up on my channel and hang out, that's their right to do. And you don't have a right to sit there and try to pick them apart one by one.
So they took it that I was going to be exposing reality wins, except it says exposing reality with special guests. So we are going to be discussing some really raw, real reality that exists in society, but it's nothing to do with reality wins. Gotcha, bitch.
To attempt to basically alienate me and bully them for being a friend of mine. That's bullshit.
That's what they do, though. You know that comes from Jessica.
Yep.
Any chat that I've been in, like at all in the past, let's say 6 months, including the first time that I came in to yours, Brittany. You remember the next day she tried to like slam you for having you
Sorry, we've got to speed it up. We got a couple more minutes.
in your chat, right?
Yep.
Anyone since one of her flying monkeys will just have a whole fit, and people that are behooving to her for their viewership, have to deal with it. That's what she does. That's what makes her feel powerful,
Yep.
So she's not an advocate, you guys, unless you want to consider being a flying monkey for Jessica Lynn a advocacy position. But I wouldn't call it that. But
Well, Kelsey, I don't know. I can't say for certain because all I really
Oh, they're saying I bought views and subs. Oh,
have to go on at this second
I guess
is her title and her thumbnail. But if it's what
all she has to go on this is the title and my thumbnail.
I think it is, I'm gonna go off. I'm telling you, and I will
You already went off last night. Gotcha.
rally people that know her, and I'll do the same exact thing that I think she's about to do to somebody else. I'll tell you that now. I hope to God I'm wrong. I really do. Sammy's girl, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. I appreciate that. You did it again. Didn't have to do that. Thank you.
She's almost done, ladies. Thank goodness.
Get Lockard said, Brittany, I saw today on YouTube that as a creator, you can go in to put a copyright on a channel on the same page, have your content removed from others' pages. Really? You don't say.
You don't say.
I'm about to trademark anyway.
Oh, that's
Oh my, I'm going to trademark too. And they can go ahead and keep going after me because you're not going to break me down.
Well, let's just hope that that's not the case. Reality.
Let's amp reality up though, and make her believe that that's what nonsense is up to.
We don't know that yet. Let's hope she's not. Okay. That's why I didn't want to say any names, but if you know what I'm talking about, put a 1 in chat. Because I'd like to know. I hope I'm wrong. Is that what are y'all taking it that she's going after reality tomorrow?
That's what
I hope not. She might not. It could just be her title looks that way. Reality, it may not even be.
Well, shocking. It's not.
Watching the two brain cells bounce against each other.
Kyle's here.
Her
I
title.
am too strong. I am too strong. Go for it, nonsense. You'll have karma. I'm telling you. It does visit.
I'm gonna tell you this, reality.
We hit our goal. Speaking of karma, thank you, ladies. We hit our goal already. We already hit our $500 goal.
Awesome.
You guys are amazing.
Yay.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Right now, okay.
Uh-huh.
We stand with you. You're not. You know, you got everybody behind you, and if she does, then I'll bring Veda Jade and a couple of other people up, and let's show what she's done. I mean,
please do, and burn your channel right to the ground. Please do. Thank you.
2 can play that. You're not going to go after the people that support my channel. She's going at me and Yvette right now. Of course she is. Slime ball piece of crap. You know what? Let her go at me. I don't care. But she's not going to attack my friends.
I wasn't going to attack your friends. In fact, I think you recognize some of these avatars up here, don't you? So last night I got her all amped up because I scheduled our live stream that was coming for today. And we are going to touch a little bit on BJ just right quick, but truly what we are going to be discussing has nothing to do with any of these people. It's actually a very serious topic and exposing the reality of how many Indigenous women and men do not get attention in the media. That's what we're actually here for. That's why we're doing a fundraiser for the Native American Rights Foundation Fund. And it's something that these ladies brought to me and asked if we could do. So with that, I'm going to speak her piece, whatever she would like to say. And if any of the other ladies would like to say anything, and then we're going to get into the real discussion of why we are here. But you thought you had us pegged, BJ. You thought you knew all along. You were amping it up. You were so nervous about me having this panel of people, your ex-mods. You went off on that before. Well, here's your ex-mods. And guess what? That's just not what's happening. So take it away, ladies.
Okay. Sorry. First of all, this is Alma, also known as Alma.
Whichever way I say
it. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for hosting us and for answering my email about some topics that we wanted. One topic that I wanted to talk. I actually I heard that we were being accused of creating a mod group to trash a certain person, the one that I shall not name. Uh, and I I want to come up and I want to say that I was the one who created that group because I was a mod of such a person, and I didn't want to. It was started to affect my health, and I didn't want to be a part of that group anymore. And I became friends with 6 amazing women that I will thank. This is the only thing that I can thank her for putting me in touch with these women, because they are so amazing, so supporting, so building. Um, they're really true friends. People that I had the amazing opportunity to meet personally too already. And we're planning to get together and hopefully meet all of us. Um, and we were accused of creating this group. We were not named by name. I'm going to be fair. It was not a name that it was given, but I was. It was said that became part of the black. I became part of the dark side,
The dark school.
and you know, first of all, I already apologized to you, and I apologized to Granny. I did my amends with Eddie as well, because I said things that it doesn't make me any proud. And I was becoming a person that I am not. And I wasn't happy with that. So when I decided to leave that channel, I talked to the ladies and I said, okay, ladies, I love you so much and I don't want to lose touch with you. So I'm going to create a group, and whoever wants to be a part of it, please let me know. So it was at the beginning we were 8, I think 9, and we had to get rid of 2 because we found out that they were not sincere. So that's why the group was created. Not, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that we didn't at the beginning. We didn't talk trash about certain people. We did. We did some things. We said some things that doesn't make anybody proud. But now our group is mainly talk everyday life, sicknesses, children, family problems with our main childs, and just support each other. And I think that's what a true friend is: support each other and build each other up. And that's what I have to say.
Pretty simple.
As simple as that.
Simple as that. And that's basically all they want to say. The rest of them can unmute and say anything they want to if they want, but truly, this is such a wonderful group of women. Really
Yeah.
good group of women.
I don't think that anyone needs to go ahead and, tell Brittany what she's done and et cetera, et cetera. She kind of shows that with her own actions. So
Right.
everyone can kind of see that. I mean, there's other moderators that have come out and said a lot of things. And
yeah,
while we're pretty upset with what happened and we still have a bit of a grudge behind it, we've moved on. And I suggest she does too.
The sad thing is that we became, we were true friends and supporters, and we left as the backstabbing bitches. So
yeah,
this is the group of the backstabbing bitches. What can I say?
and she lost some really good ones. We were
The ones that we really wanted the best for her.
Mm-hmm.
I always said that I saw her like the daughter that I never had, and it was honest. It was really honest. I really truly care, and I still care, but not to the degree that I cared before. And when you have true friends, you're going to tell that person what you see that is doing wrong. And if that is not taken in a good way, so you just have to remove yourself from that. And that's what we did. And we have nothing else to say. We could probably say many, many, many other things, but there's no need. There's no need. The truth comes to the light sooner or later, so it's all good.
No, she shows her ass herself, so we don't have to do that.
There is one thing I would like to hear Brittany say, and that would be, "I'm sorry, Alma."
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no need. There's no need. I don't. Whatever I did it from it came from my heart. Nobody asked me to do anything. I did everything, and I have no regrets because that's what I am. That's the person that I am, and I'm not gonna change because of experiences that I had before. I have an amazing group that I can continue doing what I did with before. So there's no. I don't need to hear anything. I just want. I don't want people to think that we're going to trash her or anything. There's no need for that. There is absolutely no need for it. There is one person that I honestly really, and it's going to backfire, but I am so sorry. There's one person that I really have a big, huge grudge against, and I will never forgive for the way that person treated my friends. It's Yvette. Yvette, you are the backstabbing bitch.
Well said.
And I'm sorry for my cursing.
No, you're fine. That's the thing is, this group of women, yeah, I mean, her actions are speaking for themselves. There's nothing more you guys need to say. But one thing great about this group of women is they asked, can we do this as a fundraiser? Can we do something that means something? And I was like, absolutely. So here we are. And as long as you guys you've said everything you said. I mean, obviously this isn't about exposing reality wins, how they got that twisted up beyond, but here we are. And it's not about exposing BJ. It's about exposing the fact that so many missing Native American women and men go missing and there's not enough attention brought to them.
And that's the sad part, that there's so many cases that there's no attention to them, and I don't understand why. They're as much as human as we are. They're as much as they have families, they have children. It's so sad. It's such a sad. I don't know why, but that side of humans, the Native Americans, they always bring such a special spot in my heart because they were so mistreated at the beginning and they continue being mistreated, and now there's no awareness whatsoever for the missing. And it's I don't understand why.
It's truly sad. And that's what let me pull that up actually so we can talk about the fund that this is going to, because it's truly important. So this is what we are doing a fundraiser for. This is the organization. It's NARF for short, Native American Rights Fund. So what they are doing is there's a bunch of attorneys that work with this organization, and they are helping to try to get legislation passed, laws, bring attention to so many different things. So I think the link is already in the description of this video. I will add additional links that we're going over today in there if you want to go look at all of the stuff, what they do, their work, the cases and the projects, the issues and priorities. One of the issues and priorities for them is definitely, let me find it here. I mean, they go over everything. They're really trying to do a lot, but one special part of their program is violence against Native people. So this is despite federal trust obligations to protect Native communities, violence against Native women is epidemic. Limitations placed on tribal government jurisdiction by the United States are a key contributing factor, with non-Native perpetrators repeatedly falling through the cracks in the system. There is an urgent need to address legal barriers that prevent tribal nations from protecting their citizens. Our work is centered on advancing Native people's safety through policy and legislation like the Violence Against Women Act. And then it goes on, there's more stuff that they are working on you can go through all of the website and see all sorts of different projects that they are working on, but that is what the money that we are raising today is going towards, is the NARF. So with that said, do you guys want to should we do this and talk about all these cases?
Let's go for it.
Okay. If you guys have anything to add, just cut me off. So these are links that the ladies gathered. These ladies gathered all of this, all the flyers. I turned them into a short video that we will be talking about and letting play as we do this. But this is what they asked me to do. This is all them. And here I am. We're just talking about important things. Missing and murdered Indigenous women, Native women who live on reservations first face a murder rate that is as much as 10 times the U.S. average. And homicide is listed as the third leading cause of their deaths, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. 10 times the average. And homicide is the third leading cause of deaths. That crazy. So this one, there's some attached to this article here that I'll just run through. Olivia Lone Bear. The body of Olivia Lone Bear, a North Dakota Indigenous woman, was found in a submerged vehicle 9 months after she disappeared. It's still unsolved. Her cases, so some of these are missing, some of them have been murdered. So there's still no justice in her case. Another unsolved murder, Stacy Hill, a 17-year-old Red Lake Nation girl, was last seen alive in early September 2009. Her remains were located on October 27th that year on the Red Lake Indian Reservation. That's in Minnesota. Pepita Redhair. I probably butchered her name. I'm really sorry. 27-year-old Pepita Redhair went missing from Albuquerque, New Mexico on March 24th, 2020. Her family fears she may be a victim of human trafficking. Here's another one. And I will put these links in the description when I'm done for these articles if you would like to go back and look. This is missing Emily Reisling. Emily Reisling is an Indigenous woman and mother last seen crossing the bridge in California's Yurok Reservation in October of 2021 and hasn't been heard from since. So she's been missing going on 4 years. Ashlyn Mike was murdered on May 2nd, 2016. Oh, well, I don't know if that's the date. Hold on, let me read this correctly. On May 2nd, 2016, Ashlyn Mike and her 9-year-old brother Ian were playing together on the Navajo Indian Reservation in San Juan County when Tom Begay Jr., a man they didn't know, drove up in a van and offered them a ride home. They accepted the offer, and while Ian made it home safely, tragically, Ashlyn did not. So there's another one. 9 years old, 9-year-old brother. Wow. And a lot of these, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of information with a lot of these either. Murdered suspicious death, Jocelyn Watt and Jade Wagon. 2019, Jocelyn Watt and her partner, Rudy Perez, both 30, were fatally shot in their Riverton home. A year later, Jocelyn's sister, Jade Wagon, was found dead on Wind River Reservation. And there's links to click further into these stories too. Ashley Laureen Heavy Runner. In 2017, Ashley Laureen Heavy Runner, a member of Montana's Blackfeet Nation, expressed a desire to help spotlight the issue of missing and murdered Indigenous people across the United States and Canada. She then vanished and hasn't been heard from since. So she was probably from Blackfeet Nation is around Browning on the High Line in Montana. Sadly, there's a lot that go missing in Montana. On January 7th, 2020, Ashlea Aldrich, 29-year-old mother of 2, was found in a farm field on the Omaha Indian Reservation. Her family is still searching for answers about what might have happened. Mary Johnson, then 39, was last seen on November 24th, 2020, walking along Fire Trail Road on the Tulalip Reservation. Johnson's estranged husband contacted police and reported her missing on December 9th. Nobody has seen or heard from her since. That's in Washington State. Ida Beard was last seen in El Reno, Oklahoma on June 30th, 2015, after telling her mother she was going to visit a friend. Her disappearance has led to a law that aims to eliminate the disparity on the tribal, state, and federal levels in how cases involving Indigenous people are coordinated and investigated there. Oh, it's so much. Thank you all for donating to the fundraiser. Thank you so much. Going on to the next link.
Yeah, I do want to. Oh, I just wanted to say, I know that so a lot of them don't get coverage. And I know here in Canada that a lot of the reason is because each reserve has their own individual policing, like their own detachment. And a lot of times they don't transfer across to our RCMP here. And so a lot of the cases do get lost, and it's really frustrating for us because the only way we ever find out is if you're near a reserve or if you know somebody. A lot of times I see things on Facebook, and that's about all the information we ever get about these cases. So like a lot with the Highway of Tears, they do get lost. And so it's really important that we all kind of, rally together and get these women's faces out there because they all deserve it just as much as anyone else.
Well, I just want to give my little point of view here. I think that we're going to be honest. Like you said, we're going to expose the reality.
Yep.
I think the reality is that most of them, they're not white skin, blue eyes, blonde hair. So that's why they don't get covered. If I'm going to be, that's my honest feeling.
You're right.
You're completely right. Media has curated a profile of what people like, what they, tell what is palatable in the media and so on and so forth. And it's got to change. We've got to start making awareness across all, because everybody is a human being and deserves to be brought home.
Well, how many people saw last week that a 14-year-old girl named Emily was murdered and found without her body parts?
I did.
I don't know how to say it any other way nicely, but
dismembered. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think many know. See, Lavender, that's where I'm from, and we have a massive problem here in Saskatchewan. It's bad. But I grew up in BC, right by Vancouver, so I also grew up with that, with the Highway of Tears. So I'm pretty well versed in all of these, and it's heartbreaking.
Another thing I noticed that's a problem, though, too, when I was looking for an Indigenous 501c3 to donate to, there are very few that YouTube even has listed, and there are some amazing 501c3s, but they're just not on YouTube. So I have suggested YouTube add a few of them. I don't know how that works, because so far, any of them that I've suggested, they have not added. But if you have a channel that has over 10,000 subs, if you could help me send requests to YouTube for that would be wonderful. I don't know how we can go about, but there's so many of these funds that are actually really, really important, and they're just not available to do fundraisers for.
Yeah, and just one maybe it's going to be a stupid comment, but let's not forget that we all bleed red. If we get caught, we all have the same color blood. Just because I'm Hispanic or I'm fat and short, I'm not going to bleed differently than somebody that has blonde eyes, blue eyes, and is tall as a stick. So, it's really sad that nobody's talking or discussing these cases, because there's really a lot of people that are missing, and you don't hear anything about it.
Well, we have a couple amazing creators, Duchess, Arctic, that do cover a lot of these cases, Mind of Monsters, but they don't get the views. Like, people say they're here for awareness, but when they cover these types of cases, there's nobody around, which is really unfortunate because these are human beings, just like every one of us. So, and I'm going to start doing more to highlight some of these cases too. I said, screw it, they can mock me for doing drama and highlighting what really needs to happen all at once. I don't care. We're going to continue to do what we can. So if you see flyers like this out there, share them, continue to talk about them. We have to be able to talk about these topics openly and honestly. And this is one that all of us recognize there's an issue. There's an issue. We all can see that. I don't think there's anybody in the comments here that disagrees with what you're saying. We all bleed red. And this is such an undershown part of what's really happening. So thank you.
I don't know if anyone knows either. A lot of you can take the posts that are shared on YouTube and you can actually share it to your own YouTube. YouTube kind of rolled out that everyone gets a community post now. So share those flyers for everyone.
Yeah, and you know, I even been considering because if you subscribe to YouTube, you have your own channel. So I'm even considering just posting posters of the missing Native Americans because it has to be, it has to start somewhere. So I know maybe mine is going to be one little drop in the glass of water, but if maybe some other ones will get inspired and do the same thing.
Those little drops in the bucket, though, make a difference. They really do, because you never know who's going to stumble across it. You never know who's going to see the face. Like, a lot of people get frustrated because they're like, they never get seen. Continuing to do and share their faces is so important. So every little bit helps. All right, whose article is this? This is New Mexico Department of Justice. This is the Missing or Murdered Indigenous People website. I'll put the link in the description below. They have how to report, how to search for a missing. And here is, oh my, these are all New Mexico too, 193. Last seen 1999, 96. Oh my goodness, let's look at some of these. No picture. A lot of these have no picture. 68 years old, male. You guys can see. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, let's look through this. 60 years old, missing from Santa Fe, has been missing since 2016. Mark Aguilar. You guys can, Avamos and Elma, you can mock my terrible pronunciation of these names. He was 60 years old, male. Height, he would have been 5'6", weight 150 pounds, black hair, black eyes, brown hair, from Santa Fe. There's so many. Blaine Alcott, missing since June 29th, 2024, 41 years old, male, no other descriptions. There's not enough information on Carlos Wayne Amsoli, age 68, male. That's all that's known, but they're listed in here. Lance Scott, 40 years old. Lance Scott Armstrong, missing since March 1st, 2024. So many faces. Peter Spen Ashley, 73 years old and a male. No information beyond. I mean, look at how much is missing here.
And it's every age range. There's no, it's not just like a one size fits all.
And the genders also, it's not only women. There are men, there are children, there are elderly.
Cheyenne Avent, missing since 2/2/2025, 11 years old. There's no information. This is an 11-year-old, and there's no pictures. Maybe there are on other sites, but
I was
I
about
mean,
to say she didn't even get a picture.
nothing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm not paid. I've got buttons. I got people on panel. I got. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you back there. 36 years old, Colton Uriah Baugh, 36, male. I mean, there's one photo.
I think the reason why I gave this website was because of just the sheer numbers of people that are missing.
This is
Or-
New Mexico, right?
I mean,
Solely
it goes on. Yep, just New Mexico.
193 on this one website. And you can see the variation in ages. I'll put this in the, oh, here's LMA. She's in our lineup. LMA Begay, 66. There is more information about her case, which we'll get into shortly. But let's look at all of them with the same last name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 with the same last name in New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot from the Navajo Nation.
Yeah, this is unreal. Unreal.
You know, and the fact that
It just goes.
they have gone through so many injustices from it's more than century, and they deserve some type of awareness.
Yeah, truly. And that's what the National or the Native American Rights Fund is trying to do. They're trying to pass laws and be able to help get the proper resources for people on the reservations and tribal lands or tribal members in general. I mean, I'm just going to scroll through some of these while we were just sitting here so you guys can see some of these faces, but these are just solely, this is just New Mexico. There's 193 here in just New Mexico, and the dates vary. Like, this is, a lot of them don't have pictures. Look at that. 16-year-old, no picture. We did that one.
The average age is 17 of the missing women.
17. Another no picture. It's just truly, since 2023, 59 years old. It's really, really hard to see because this is the reality. This is, look at all these
It really
faces.
shocks me more creators don't cover this. I mean, it's a prevalent issue all across the US, Canada, and we have enough creators that I think it should be covered a little more often.
But you know, the sad thing is that it does not cover. Once again, talking about reality, is that it doesn't give them enough money like any other popular case.
Yeah, that's true. And there's usually not enough information, so the case isn't as exciting to everyone who's trying to watch. And I fully disagree. I think that everyone deserves it. Any case is a case that needs to be seen.
I agree with you. This one has been missing since 1972. Has been on, this is unreal. Unreal. 2004, no picture. No picture, 1997. It's just it's a reality that nobody really wants to face. I grew up on the, well, partially grew up on the Native American reservation in Montana. My grandfather was a fire chief in Ronan, Montana for years and years and years. And they're not blood family, but they have always been family to me. One's a tribal judge and he was a tribal cop for a long time. And growing up with their family and growing up on the reservation, going to middle school, like, you learn a lot, but it's still, even there, it's something that's not discussed widely enough, or the dangers are taught You know, it's truly, my mom knows cases from when she was growing up in Ronan. She graduated from Ronan in the 70s, and she had friends that went missing that were never found.
Becky,
Yes.
I just want to thank everyone right now because I just saw how much so far it's been donated. 1,183, and we're only 40 minutes into the live. Thank you, everyone, because this is really amazing. It warms my heart, and I feel like sorry, but I don't want to get emotional, but really, this really means a lot to me, and it's amazing that there's a lot of people that think the same way that I think. Thank you. That's the only thing that I can say.
Thank you for being you, and instead of all of you ladies, I can't say that enough. This group of women could have came up here and shredded a lot of stuff and done drama. And can I tell a little bit about last weekend? Do you guys mind?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
I got to spend the day with this group of women, plus a few others. We just did a call, and we were on there for hours.
6 to be exact.
6 to be exact. It was the best time. We laughed, we talked serious stuff, but we talked a lot about life, not just their experience or anything. Like, it was such a wonderful conversation. And when we got done with that, they didn't want to even entertain drama. They wanted to do something important and worthwhile with their time. And that just stood out to me so much. And as you guys know, this is what they asked. This is all them. This is this group of women that chose to, instead of do drama, this is what they wanted to do. I just find that to be incredible. Yet we were on there for 6, way over 3. And it was
so fun.
It was.
And you were very entertaining yourself.
Yes, you know, when the first call that I had with you, I went and told the girls, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I spent so much time talking with Becky, and she can definitely fit like a glove in her group." And I was like, they got kind of jealous, and it's like, "You're not allowed to have new friends."
No new friend.
But you know, it's like with you, it's so easy to have like a decent conversation that you don't need to go into any YouTube drama or anything. It's like you can have any type of conversation, and it feels so refreshing to have like an adult conversation that it goes back and forth. You feel heard. You hear me, and I hear you, and it's an adult conversation.
Yeah.
That was what PJ said as well, is like, you actually listened to us and everything we had to say, and that was probably the first time in a while that we had somebody actually listen, because we can say that others never did.
Well, it just blows me away because you guys, it's just a group. Like, there's so much that we can learn from each other if we really want to. And we all have different experiences. We all have different paths in life and stuff. And we all have different views on things. But when you kind of strip away some of the differences, you find a lot more in common with people than you do differences. And I don't know. It's just really interesting to me because you guys have been made out to be the backstabbing bitches, and everything I've seen about you. I mean, friendships, whatever. We know how people handle them, but the fact that you guys directed it right back to what's important and what mattered to you, wanted to use this space for doing this and bringing awareness to things that matter, said all I needed to know about this group of women, truly. So once again, thank you for everybody that is donating. Sorry if you bought into what BJ was selling, that this was going to be exposing reality. This is exposing reality. This is the reality that we choose to talk about. We could care less about a panel guest. This is the reality that needs to be discussed, that people of color, Native American, Black women and men, do not get the coverage. And the list goes on. Hispanic, if you insert any demographic, and they don't get the coverage that they deserve. And all of them are human and deserve to be brought home.
Yeah, and the reality is that there's other things to talk about, the YouTube drama. So that's reality,
Yep.
at least to us.
Absolutely. You guys are incredible. But look at how many, there's 193, like I said, of these faces in just this website alone. And some of them have pictures, majority of them don't. And the ages vary, the years that they've been missing: 1987, 2024, 2021, 2022, 2015, 2024. All of these faces are important. We would be here probably all day if I tried to run through all of them. But I'm going to show you another. Here's another, and I'll read this. This is from March 1st, 2025. This is the Turquoise Alert bill passes in Senate, enhancing public safety and missing person response across New Mexico. In a historic move aimed at improving the safety of indigenous New Mexico residents, the New Mexico Senate today passed Senate Bill 41, the Turquoise Alert Bill, an initiative designed to quickly mobilize resources and aid in the search for missing persons. The bill passed today with an unanimous support of 39-0. The Turquoise Alert Bill would create a new statewide alert system specifically for missing indigenous people, including Native American women and children who are disproportionately affected by abductions and disappearances. By expanding the state's existing alert system, the Turquoise Alert will ensure that missing persons are swiftly located while raising awareness and mobilizing the community. The passage of the Turquoise Act marks a pivotal victory in the fight against the crisis of missing and murdered indigenous people, said Senate Bill 41 sponsor Senator Angel Charlie. This bill is more than legislation. It is a commitment to action, ensuring that when an indigenous person goes missing, the response is swift, coordinated, and relentless. By uniting law enforcement, the media, the public, and the Turquoise Alert system amplifies the urgency of these cases, making it clear no more stolen relatives, no more silent disappearances. Safety is not just a right, it is a responsibility we all share. The Turquoise Alert will work similarly to existing alert systems like the Amber Alert, but with specific guidelines tailored to address the unique challenges faced by the indigenous communities. The initiative also aims to improve communication between law enforcement agencies, local communities, and tribal authorities, ensuring that resources are used effectively in the search for missing persons. In New Mexico, on any given day, we know that there are hundreds of missing Native Americans. We also know that the first 48 hours are crucial to finding someone. This alert system would ensure that those critical hours are not missed, said New Mexico Secretary of Indian Affairs, Secretary Josette Monet. Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians is where she's from. Advocacy groups and tribal leaders have long pushed for such measures to protect indigenous populations who face disproportionately high rates of violent crime and abduction. The bill's passage marks a victory in the ongoing fight for justice and equality and for indigenous people. That's amazing, though. The Turquoise Alert should be nationwide. Don't you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And amazing. That should be something that's adapted in every state, every single place. And that's what the Native American Rights Fund is doing. Like, it helps them bring more stuff like that to the United States government and ask for more resources and laws and to protect everybody. Like, it should be. Oh, nonsense hearts are in the chat for these women.
That's so sweet of them. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you guys. I
Hey.
can't chat. My chat
Thank
won't
you.
work, but we
That's
appreciate
so
it.
sweet. Thank you guys. And thank you for donating.
Absolutely. I didn't expect that it was going to be this well. Thank you so much, everyone.
You guys are incredible. I'm going to play. I did this little video. So the girls collected these flyers and I just turned them into a little video here. Let me see. So we've got Emily Morgan. Let me pause this. Can I do that? She is a homicide victim from Oklahoma. It's an open investigation from Here is Freda Noshigan from Kennewick, Washington. I lived in Kennewick. She open case. She is on the list for if you want to see further flyers, you can go further and look into that. Tina Michelle Brashear, missing person out of another Oklahoma. There's a lot in Oklahoma too. If you have any information, please call 1-833-560-2065 for any of these. And there's so many. I could have pulled hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Here's Ida Beard, missing person, El Reno, Oklahoma. If you have any information, same thing, 1-833-560-2065. This is just truly heartbreaking to see all the faces. And like I said, this is just a tiny, small. Olivia Lone Bear, Newtown, North Dakota. She's been missing since 2017, or deceased, so they're still looking. She was murdered, and they are still seeking justice for her. Sorry, the writing's really little on the screen, but if you want me to read more about them, I can. Antoinette Christine, I'm going to butcher that. You guys want to take that last name?
Calladito?
Calladito.
Calladito.
Calledito.
Calladito.
1986. Michael William Azor. 2015, December 29th, 2015, from Belcourt, North Dakota, Turtle Mountain Indian Reservation. He was murdered, and they're still seeking justice. The list goes on and on. Sawade Birding Ground, October 6th, 2024, from Gary Owen, Montana. I'll go back and read through these individually and tell you all of the things on their flyers. I just want to run it one time through so you guys can kind of see the faces, and then we'll Ella Mae. Okay, they have her case. Have you guys followed her case at all? Anybody on the panel?
No.
No.
I haven't.
It's a
Okay.
no.
Her case is very, very intriguing. Here's another one, Michelle Elbow Shield. I'll pull stuff about Ella Mae in a minute. Again, if you have any information on any of these faces, this is from Rapid City, South Dakota. Her remains were found January 15, 2025, but the case remains an open investigation. She's a homicide victim. Angel Beach, homicide victim, Tulsa, Oklahoma, October 19th, 2020. Still seeking justice. A lot of these, they found remains, they've identified remains, but there's no justice in any of it. Okay, now let me go back through here. Let me go back through, and as I'm reading these, I will read the full description underneath. I'm going to throw that back up there. Ladies, if you want to add anything, feel free. So we're starting with Emily Morgan. Once again, just another run through out of Oklahoma. She was murdered. They are still looking for information. Please call 1-833-560-2065. Vincent Marcelino is the agent's name in charge of her investigation. Freda Nosisgun from Kennewick, Washington. Robert Daniel Ashcraft is the agent in charge. Please call 1-833-560-2065. She is a missing person out of Kennewick, Washington. Next up, Tina Michelle Brashear, missing person from Manford, Oklahoma. Please call 1-833-560-2065. The agent in charge is Kevin Jackson. I built in myself a couple seconds in case I get tongue-tied. Ida Beard, missing person. Call-in tips 1-833-560-2065. Missing from El Reno, Oklahoma. Vincent Marcelino is the agent in charge again on her case. Do you have any information? Olivia Lone Bear. So this one says the FBI is offering a reward up to $10,000 for any person providing independently verifiable information identifying the individuals responsible for the disappearance and possible murder of Olivia Lone Bear. This is out of the FBI Minneapolis field office. She's been deceased October 24th, 2017. This Antoinette Christine Cayedetto is a Navajo and Italian descent. At the time of her disappearance, she wore glasses. She is known to wear a silver chain with small turquoise cross pendant. It's gone already, but out of New Mexico is where she was born. Michael William Azor. The FBI is offering up a reward up to $5,000 for any person providing independently verifiable information leading to the arrest and conviction of the individuals responsible for his death. This one, Swade Birding Ground, was last seen at her family's residence in Gary Owen, Montana, within the boundaries of the Crow Indian Reservation after approximately 11 p.m. on October 6, 2024. She was last seen wearing a black hoodie with mushrooms on it, an anime t-shirt, black shorts, and a purple slip-on Skechers brand shoes. And I will post all of these independently so you guys can see them all. This is just kind of a run through. I'm going to pull up more on her case in just a minute. LMA Begay, so I'm going to let that skip through and I will highlight that one independently because that's had a lot of information in the news recently or over the last couple of years. Michelle Elbow Shields, her remains were recovered January 15th, 2025. The case remains an ongoing investigation. If you know anything, please call 1-833-560-2065 out of Rapid City, South Dakota. The agent in charge is Savannah Peterson. Angel Beach. We've got homicide victim from Tulsa, Oklahoma, October 19th, 2020. The FBI is offering a reward of $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the individuals responsible for the death of Angel. And this is out of Oklahoma. And I will post, like I said, all of those independently. But let me grab stuff on Ellis really quick. Give me 1 second, ladies. Is there anything else you want to add?
I was just going to say, if there are creators in the chat, could we maybe make like a challenge for you all to, even if it's once a week, post a case from the Indigenous community so we can try and get these out there more? I think it would be something that's really important for everyone to do, and I think it would be appreciated by the community.
So this is, I like that idea. I like that. I need to get better at just reposting stuff. Duchess and Arctic and all of those people post flyer after flyer, and all I have to do is hit a button and reshare. I just need to do it because they make. Oh, March 8th of almost is now International Women's Day. I didn't know that.
We couldn't have picked a more perfect day for this. It's the 8th today, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
It is. Stand up, ladies.
It's a random. It's really amazing.
I didn't know that. I'm learning all sorts of stuff. So LMA's story is very interesting. It's one that I've checked in on over the years because it was on our news stations. So her birth date is September 28th, 1958. Brown hair, brown eyes, 5 foot tall, 125 pounds, female, Native American. The FBI is offering up to $5,000 for information leading to the identification, arrest, and conviction of the person or persons responsible for the disappearance of LMA. On June 15, 2021, LMA was reported missing from her residence near Sweetwater, Arizona, by family members. Earlier that morning, her vehicle, a Ford F-150, was last seen leaving the residence. It was believed that that truck may have been driven towards Thorough, New Mexico. I don't know how do you actually pronounce that, and may have proceeded in the direction of Albuquerque, New Mexico. LMA's vehicle was described as a 2005 Ford F-150, gray or silver in color, with a broken tailgate that would not close, with Arizona license plate AFE 7101. But as that stays on there, let me grab you. There's been arrests around her disappearance. But in 2023, hold on. Here we go. Share this tab instead. Close ad. I'm going to play this post. So this is from 2023. Again, she went missing in 2021. And then in 2023, out comes this article. Give it a second. It's got to play through its ad really quick.
New at 10, she ran thousands of miles to raise awareness about her missing aunt. Now, Seraphine Warren is a suspect in her own case, accused of kidnapping a man a couple of months before her aunt disappeared.
12 News journalist Chase Golightly combed through the newly unsealed documents and joins us in studio tonight. Chase?
Tram Kriebe, we actually spoke with Warren several times as she was making the long trek across the country. Now she, her husband, and sister are all facing federal charges. Seraphine Warren's long journey from the Navajo Nation to Washington, D.C. brought national attention to her aunt, 62-year-old Ella Mae Begay.
And I just think that if I do this walk for her, at least I'll get a little stronger at this and know what direction to go after.
Begay was reported missing in the summer of 2021, last seen in her home of Sweetwater, Arizona. Since her disappearance, Warren wanted to raise awareness herself and succeeded.
She doesn't deserve this. She needs to be home.
But now she's facing kidnapping charges. According to these newly unsealed federal documents, Warren, her husband, sister, and brother-in-law are all accused of kidnapping a man being referred to as John Doe.
She ran thousands.
Oh, sorry, I bumped it back. I'll put it back up here. But I want to make sure everybody's understanding, like, her niece brought so much attention to Ella Mae being missing and did this walk from all the way across the country. And then come to find out they released these federal documents, and there's way more to the story. Like, I could do a whole segment just on this case. It is so in depth of all of the chaos around this unfortunate tragedy, and she's still missing.
She's facing kidnapping charges. According to these newly unsealed federal documents, Warren, her husband, sister, and brother-in-law are all accused of kidnapping a man being referred to as John Doe and holding him for ransom. The documents claim Warren used Facebook to search for the victim. She and the other
She had an entire Facebook group. I think I shared her Facebook group at one point in time because I thought she was advocating for her aunt.
Suspects then traveled to his home in Arizona, bringing with them handcuffs, a metal baton, and a pistol. The documents then claim they went into the victim's home, where Warren allegedly hit him in the head with a blunt force object, then shot him with a paintball gun. From there, the group is accused of handcuffing the victim, driving him from Arizona to New Mexico. Then, for some reason not detailed in these documents, they let the man go in Farmington, New Mexico. This all allegedly happening just a few months before her aunt Ella Mae Begay disappeared, raising the question if there is a connection.
That's the million-dollar question.
Retired special agent with the FBI, Michael Anderson, said many questions will eventually be revealed once this case goes to trial.
There aren't enough details to know at this time because we don't know who John Doe is. And the government is keeping that in their back pocket, so to speak, for case-related reasons.
Now, about 6 months ago, there was an arrest in the Ella Begay case. A 23-year-old man is accused of beating Begay and then stealing her truck. However, Begay to this day remains missing.
Isn't that crazy? She still remains missing. Here's another one about her case too. Anything you ladies want to add?
No, this is just horrible. I'm really shocked that we haven't seen this case yet, and I'm kind of upset about it, to be honest.
Yeah, this is one that's been, just because I'm in Arizona, it's been on our news stations and things of that nature. This is our local news that covered this.
Right.
But it is a truly horrific story, and there's a lot more people involved around it, and unfortunately there's still no answers right now. Ladies, I just want to give you an update. Let me go out and make sure that that's correct, because I'm about to fall over. You amazing islanders, because of your generosity, have raised $1,400, $1,403 to be exact, of a $500 goal
You
For
guys are so amazing.
Amazing.
That
is
is
awesome.
That is so great.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I never imagined that it was going to have the impact that it's having. So thank you, everyone.
Little horses, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's a lot of vast area. You guys are amazing. $1,400. Let's make it 15. Let me.
Hey, let's make it.
You want to talk for a minute?
I hope this inspires some other creators to start covering cases like this.
And it's not. There's a lot of cases that they already found remains, and they're being confirmed that the missing were found, but they're still looking for information for the person that did it. So we have to bring some justice for them as well.
There we go. We have officially hit over $1,500.
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
You guys are amazing. Thank you for wanting to do this and choosing me to host you wonderful women. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us
No,
the
we couldn't have
platform
picked
to
a
do
better
it.
person.
See, this is what I like to do. I'll be honest. I did enjoy the petty part. I did say, like, okay, I didn't expect them to. I didn't think they were gonna think it was about reality wins, though. That I will be honest, that wasn't what I was expecting. I thought because she had heard me talk about I'm going to host a panel of amazing women. I figured she thought it would be you guys, but the way that it was spun into it being about reality wins when it's about the reality of this is so underrepresented on social media with missing Indigenous women and men and the murders and stuff that happen. I was a little shocked, but I did kind of enjoy bothering them so much about it. So I won't lie about that. I did enjoy that. Let's see. This one's going to try to play. Oh, of course, it's got an ad.
What is going on?
Sorry,
Love how
guys.
the new homes.com.
These got ads. The local news. I actually really like Arizona's Family for our stuff here. They do a really good job.
To the listing agent rather than selling off your
A bizarre twist in the high-profile missing persons case of Ella Mae Begay from the Navajo Nation. Her niece, who's been leading the effort to find Ella Mae, has now been arrested and indicted for a kidnapping incident in 2021, just months before Ella Mae went missing.
This may now implicate the ongoing search for Ella Mae, who is believed to have been murdered. True Crime Arizona's Brianna Whitney has been gathering the details. Brianna, this came as a shock to a lot of people.
It did. I've covered a lot of MMIW cases now, the MMIW movement for missing and murdered Indigenous women. Ella Mae Begay's case is one of the most notable around the country. The reason why is partly due to the fact that her niece has gained attention on social media. And now we've learned her niece is accused of a brutal kidnapping before her aunt went missing. And it begs the question, was any of it connected?
I just ask for some more of that same support because we're still looking for my aunt.
For years now, Seraphine Warren has spent tireless hours advocating and walking for her aunt, Ella Mae Begay, who disappeared in June of 2021.
Crossing another bridge, South Charleston is where I'm at.
Seraphine going viral on social platforms as she walked from the Navajo Nation to Washington, D.C. for her aunt and others who are missing. But now, a stunning turn. In a grand jury federal indictment that just came down this month, Seraphine Warren, along with 3 family members, are now facing counts of kidnapping and conspiracy to commit kidnapping for a brutal incident that took place just 2 months before her aunt went missing.
This case is so complicated and complex. It still doesn't get the attention it deserves.
In 2021. According to the indictment, Seraphine used Facebook to research the victim called John Doe. Then the court documents say she and 3 family members traveled to Arizona in April of 2021 to John Doe's home, assaulted him as a group. Seraphine hit him on the top of the head with a blunt force object. They shot him with paintball guns, handcuffed him, then put him in the back of their truck. From there, the report says they drove him from Arizona to New Mexico and eventually let him go in Farmington. The court docs say they also brought a metal baton, pepper spray, and a Glock handgun. It's a far cry from the person many have come to know and love on social media in the fight for Ella Mae Begay's case.
All I have to say is thank you for the support and love and comfort that everybody has showed my family.
We don't know who the John Doe victim is, but we do know in April of this year, 23-year-old.
To my creator friends in the chat, have any of you covered her case in depthly? I see some of the creators in chat. Do you know, does anybody on panel know anybody that's covered? This is a very interesting case. That's why I'm surprised more people haven't covered it. It's tragic, of course. There's so many, but this one in particular really grabbed my attention. If you have, let me know, and let's post your guys' channel links. Anybody that covers, my mods that are in here, would you post Arctic Mom, Chasing Duchess, Chica, all of the channels, anybody that you guys can think of over here too on the panel. If you guys think of channels that cover missing, let us know and we'll post all the channel links.
Preston Toth was indicted on assault and carjacking charges in Begay's disappearance, but not murder charges. Now, with Begay's biggest advocate under arrest, the fate of both the kidnapping case and Ella Mae's disappearance looms. I reached out to both Ella Mae's family and the courts to try and ask if there are more details surrounding.
By the way, this reporter is actually really amazing. I just gotta say.
The kidnapping arrests, why?
Stay tuned.
Why the indictments came down now, and if there's a chance the kidnapping and Ella Mae's disappearance could be connected. I did not hear back tonight. Meanwhile, Seraphine Warren and another man indicted will be in federal court tomorrow for their initial appearance.
So where is this trial?
If you guys recognize Brianna, it's because I've done a lot of stuff with her content on Arizona's Family. She's usually my go-to if I talk about stuff here.
Stand for the man charged in her disappearance.
In Ella Mae's,
Yes.
yeah. So he is supposed to go on trial right now as it's slated in December. We know, though, a lot of times these trials get pushed back, so it could go into 2024.
Wow.
But it's like these two cases now are happening simultaneously, and it's just interesting to see all the advocacy that Seraphine did. All of that was happening after this alleged kidnapping incident took place.
A lot more to follow for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Brianna, thank you.
It's so complex, though. That case in particular is just so complex. Is there anything else you guys would like me to run through? I can pull up any other website, anything that you guys can think of.
I just want to say that if a lot of people, I know that there's many people that don't know any Native Americans, or they have visiting any Native American places. I do highly recommend that you go visit any reservation, and especially when it's like a powwow type of event, and you will see it feels so. It's such a surreal feeling when you're in a powwow. You feel this spirituality.
Yes,
it's just it's really an experience that will change you. So maybe because I've been into few, that's why I feel I have such a connection with the Native Americans. But it's something that you definitely have to experience it at least once.
that I agree with you. We used to have powwows or like our halftime shows for like big basketball or any type of big sporting event. They would bring in the dancers and the different. There is something breathtaking about the whole situation. Their costumes, everything has a purpose and a reason and history behind it. It's truly an incredible experience. I agree with you. Definitely need to experience that. It is incredible. I think you guys are amazing. 1547 so far.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible. Sun and Sand Dollars. Duchess covers a lot in the Carolinas. A lot. That's her local area, and she covers a ton. They're incredible. And I'm just running this again just because we have try to get the faces out here. Oh, Darzilla, that's amazing. Nonsense. I'm going to get Ella out on my Facebook missing persons page. We'll go to the site and get more out there. It's okay to share this. Share anything. Anything. And by the way, this fundraiser will run, I think it's until Tuesday. So if you would like to later on stop by, this will be up. You just hit the donate button and it's still there. And this goes directly to YouTube. Doesn't take a cut of these fundraisers or anything. It goes directly to the organization with never touches our hands, nothing. It goes from YouTube directly to these organizations. Anything else, you guys? I can go pull up more and more and more. Every story deserves absolutely chasing, 100%. Oh, you danced in powwows as a little girl? See, I love that. Is there anything else, you ladies? I don't want to keep you. I know that you guys needed to get this done and over with, and you have days, you have lives. Shocking. I don't know how you guys have lives, truly.
I have a hot date tonight.
Oh, no.
How dare you, PJ?
Pardon me?
How dare you have a date today?
I know it. I got to take them when I can.
No, I, the only thing that I have left to say, once again, I have no words to thank you enough for doing this. You really, you're a totally different human. You're from different species. And thank you for being you.
Thank you for being you, and thank you for giving me a chance, and thank you for, don't make me mushy.
Hopefully this is going to be the first, but not the last. Well, not first for me, but for my ladies.
Yes, anytime. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Anytime you guys want to join me, anything. Like I said, we can do this. I can go pull more up if you guys want to talk about more. I just don't want to keep you. We've raised $1,500 already, and we'll let it sit up for a couple more days. And I think we gave everybody a good heart attack this morning, thinking that we were about to do something crazy, which we weren't at all. If anybody knows, that's just me. I do have a little troll in me. And yes, in a little bit, I will be addressing the other crap that was said, because honesty is important. And just so everybody knows what BJ was going over last night, go look at my Facebook page. It's all there. That's exactly how we ended up here, is because I got so wrong. I had so many missteps off of my own personal thoughts and beliefs of a person. And I left that up for transparency reasons. Anybody that knows me knows exactly how that went. I've talked about it openly. All of this has been shown and talked about. I refuse to delete those for the transparency of, I fucked up. I had it all wrong in the beginning. And that's how I ended up here, and realizing what a big problem happens to these families, to the missing, because of that. So, yeah, I will be addressing that stuff later.
Yeah. And, I'm really glad that I gave myself the opportunity to come and watch your channel so I can really see who you were. Because, sometimes you get blindsided because you only hear one side of the story and you don't take the time to go and really investigate what's going on. So I'm glad that I took that decision to come and check out what you were all about. And you really make me see things, not you. It's like hearing your side of the story and hearing other things make me realize where I wanted to be. And once again, I really appreciate everything that you have done and giving us time to be here with you. We really appreciate you. And like I said, hopefully it's going to be the many more.
Many more. Yes. I think we should do this once a month. I think if you guys are interested in it, we can, I'm not going to bombard everybody with fundraisers, but I think 1 or 2 a month is a great thing. But I think we could always do a stream, even if it's not we could do fundraisers for organizations that aren't on here too, and drop their link or whatever. We can do that type of stuff for some of these other MMIP. But I think
Absolutely.
we could do, and you being you guys have a major problem in Canada, that we could highlight too.
Yeah, it's really bad. And honestly, our cases don't get very much light either.
Yeah. So we could just make it a occasional meetup. I mean, you guys gathered all the information here. I just put it into what I needed to load it on here, and we could do this quite often. We could do, all of us bring a different missing person or a murdered person, and every one of us go around and discuss that, where the case is at, what's needed in the case, and bring such a different perspective. And we've got 4 other slots, so we could even get 10 people up here to do this with us. And I think these are things that we can do. It just takes a little time and a little energy, but if we put our brains together, I think we can make it happen.
I
Oh,
think
we've got
if we
lots of experience doing that, right? I mean,
yeah, absolutely. I think it would be good if we can like each of us get one case from our cities or from our state, and then we can send you the information, or we can talk about it once a month. It will be great, so that way we can create a little bit more more people can hear about these cases and more awareness.
And we could-
whiskey's in Canada, Pointer Lover.
Yeah, is there?
There's not many that cover this stuff. Like, I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
AB covers some, like, not many.
I can't think of any, like, off the top of my head. The chat might know more, Pointer Lover, but that are strictly like TC creators that bring awareness. I don't know of many. And we have missing children out of Canada that have the father has recently been on Duchess's channel to talk about that. But there is a lot of need, and we have a lot of Canadian followers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, which I love. Even our UK followers too. I mean, that would be.
And those cases don't get very much light either.
That's true. That's very true. And the world is at our fingertips here. So we just got to put the effort into it. And that's me too. Like, sometimes you get caught up doing all this other stuff, but you can do all the other stuff. Like, we can do all the drama stuff, but we can also use our voices to do something good too.
I love this song from Michael Jackson that it said that if you want to make a difference, take a look of yourself in the mirror and make that change. So I think we can all make a change, even if it's, like I said at the beginning, even if it's one little drop in the bucket, we can all make a difference.
Wise words. Absolutely.
And the change I've made, I just want to say, is to realize that I'm not going to be blindsided and misled. I will find out for myself where I want to be, and I want to follow the truth. And for being told that you were dangerous and someone that we shouldn't follow, I even said one time, I can't even listen to her because that's what I believed, And now I just want to tell you that I love listening to you, and I love your message, and I love what you're doing. So keep it up, and thank you for having us today.
And I second that. Thank
Okay.
you, Becky.
You guys
Yeah.
are welcome. Thank you for giving me a chance.
I had no clue who you were when I haven't been into the true crime that long, but thank you, Brittany, for always fussing about her, because you're my favorite channel.
We're actually chatting every day. We're chatting every day, and we're like, "Is nonsense coming up? Is nonsense coming up?" And it's like when you post your live, it's like 10 minutes. We're all running to you.
You guys are so cute.
I appreciate hearing the truth. I do not like lies, and you put out the truth and you back it up. You have the receipts, and it's people's own words that are causing that.
And we were hurt. And I just want, I think we've healed. We're free. We have a good group of gals here, and we'll be friends for life.
And I believe that fully of this group of women, because if you hear them together, they just cut up, and they are hysterical. They really are. Brittany, I guess we should thank you at the end of this, and thank you guys for
Yeah.
all the words. Thank you.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Brittany, for putting
Yeah.
us, getting us together. We wish you well.
We do.
Yep.
We do.
We want no
Yep.
harm coming to you.
I just
And
wish her
yours.
the day she deserves.
Please
And
find your
Nana,
potential.
and Nana, we all said a prayer for you and your husband.
Absolutely. We could have said many things that they hurt many people, but there's no need. Enough. We got hurt, and that's enough. We'll put ourselves in that path, and there's no need for others to get hurt.
Yeah, you guys have said everything that could be said, and I thank you, Brittany, for. I mean, I'm going to talk shit later, so let's not pretend. But,
And we're gonna listen.
yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
like I said, it's balance. It's finding that balance of, but it is what it is. But we can do good in the midst of all the chaos. In the midst of all the chaos, we can still use our voices and still come together for an amazing cause such as this. These are human beings that deserve everybody. Like, even though I talk shit on the internet, I don't want harm brought to these people. That's what I had to learn my lessons. Like, I absolutely fucked up in the beginning. I owned my mistakes. That's how I ended up here, is because of that shit. And she won't embarrass me. Like, that's why I'm excited to actually talk about that shit later on today, because that's exactly what opened my eyes to a bigger problem. And it's a great learning tool for me and everybody else. That's why I got no shame. We all make mistakes. We all do things. But at the same time, as we make mistakes and learn and grow, we can also do something good for others in humanity. And it's just a good reminder. It takes 5 minutes for any channel that's got over 10,000 subs. I encourage you, put a fundraiser button on one of your streams. Encourage your community. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Do something for a good cause that is bringing resources to so many things that we need resources for.
Exactly.
And
Tracy Grandma Cooter, I'm from Canada. I'm in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, and I just want to say one last word, and that's it. And then let's shut up.
Alma, you
Alma,
never
come
have
on.
a last
You never have
word.
one last word.
Well, I know. I'm sorry. I just want to say thank you, everyone that has donated so much. Thank you for the love and support. We really appreciate that. And once again, Nonsense cannot thank you enough. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Becky.
guys. We are 1577, and there's 60 hours left.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
That is
we'll be
incredible.
I'll be listening, so I'm dropping. Thank you, ladies. Love you. We'll chat later.
Yep.
Bueno, pues, ahí vamos. Mucho cariño para todos los mujeres hoy.
What she said.
Yeah.
I don't know what she just said.
That's how I like
Okay.
that.
Well, thank you again, Becky. And I'm gonna drop so you can talk some shit.
Well, I'm
Can't
gonna
wait.
do that in a separate stream. I'm not gonna do that. We're not even gonna tarnish this at the same time. I'll do that in a completely separate stream. I'm not even gonna remotely bring you women into my BS or anything. Like, nope. And this is its own. We brought awareness, not doing it in the same one. So I will reset, restart, do that in a little bit. I'm not in any hurry.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Well,
and,
thank you.
I'm gonna hop down. Love you all, and take
Love
care.
you.
Have a good day.
Thank you for coming up, all of you.
Stand up, make a difference, do something good.
That's right.
Yes.
Everybody pay it forward today. Just one kind act for someone else.
Yep. Even if it's not monetary, smile at somebody, pick up somebody's groceries that they dropped, help somebody cross the street. Acts of kindness can be so many different things. You just never know.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you. You're amazing. Yeah.
We're
Take
gonna
care, everyone.
We're all amazing. Isn't it great?
We are. It's really kind of odd. And let me tell you a little secret about this group here. The sense of humor is impeccable with this group of people. They put up with Kyle coming in our 6-hour conversation and just jumping in the middle of nowhere and talking all the shit. They are an incredible group of women, and their sense of humor is incredible. So,
as is yours. We had so much fun and can't wait to do it again.
I know we did. We really did have a good time. We could have kept going to it.
All right, kids are calling. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone. All right, you guys, I'm going to close out. Vamos, thank you so much. Thank you, every one of the ladies. Pink Burst, Starlight, Vamos, PJ Second Chance, Alma, you guys are amazing. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this with you guys. Thank you for choosing that this is what you wanted to do. There's nothing more to say besides thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that's donated. Sorry I gave some of you a heart attack early on last night when I set this live up, but in true nonsense fashion, I gotta keep my little troll capabilities a little bit sharpened, Just joking. I will see you guys shortly, and we will be switching gears. But again, thank you, every single one of you. It's all about balance, and we're going to find it. Please see my comment. Angelina, let me find it before I get out of here. You guys are amazing. Dynamic reasoning. He covers a variety of issues, no matter skin color. Angelina, I will look into. I've never heard of that channel at all. Yeah, you guys feel free. Like if there's channels that you guys know that cover cases like this, cases that we don't see, feel free to drop them in the comments of this video. I know sometimes you can't post links, but if you just put the title of the channel name in the comment section, people usually can find it. So feel free to drop channel names that do decent coverage. Well, coverage on these faces. Any type of coverage is better than nothing at this point, truly, in my opinion. So, but I think we're going to make that a thing. We're going to, once a month, we'll get a group together. Each of us have a case and a face that we all, and open up the panel, and everybody that wants to come up and talk about a case that they are in their local area or something that caught interest, why not? We have nothing but time to use our voices. So you guys are seriously amazing. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here, go handle a few things that I need to, and I will be back shortly. Thank you is all I have to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you.